I'm going to round over this hard angle, this hard edge, working with the grain downhill, just to take some of that off. As you come down from one side and then the other like this, you'll probably find that you need to come over at right angles to the grain to clean that up. So let's get all that off here. So just remove that hard sense of a hard angle, and then with the V tool we can now run a line down the middle of each petal, taking care not to bump into the boss in the middle. So it starts light at the outer edge here, then as it comes down towards the middle, the groove can get deeper. Now this is the sort of time you can, by all means, turn the piece around in the vise and make it easier for yourself. So it looks something like this. What we're going to try and do now is give these petals some shape, and the best way to do this is to hollow this part and let that part nearer the boss round over. So for the hollowing I've chosen a similar gouge to this one, the one I use for the outer petals, but a little bit narrower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a scoop out here, like this on one side, and a scoop out on the other. And did you see what I did then? By pulling the tool round like this, and on this side like this, that corner, this corner down the bottom, acts as a sort of knife edge, knife corner, knife tip, and takes that little bit out in the middle. So I scoop to this side here, then I pull the corner down like that by turning the blade. Then on this side, see, that comes down so that the corners act as a knife, leaving about a couple of millimeters, 1/16 to an inch at the edge of the petal. The depth here at the bottom of each scoop is about the same as the depth at this point here. With a chisel, I'm going to stab down the centre of that V cut all the way around. So go all the way around, and then what I'm going to do is round over and merge in, probably with a flatter gouge, it's probably better, to merge in the scoop on both sides down in towards the boss at the bottom. So this is rounding over, coming down, rounding over here, coming down, and over here. So removing all those hard edges, slice it if you can in order to go against the grain a little bit. Then when you get right down here into the boss, we can get a little narrower gouge and actually pick up both sides of the groove and join them in. And what that does is it creates a little triangle between this cut and the boss itself, and you can nick this out with a skew chisel. Let me show you this again close up. So I'm taking wood from this corner down into towards the boss, and I'm rounding over this corner, bit of a skew here, down into here, and on this side. So all this is rounded over. And as we get down into here, into there, see, I can get the skew chisel nicely into there. I can swap to this tool, which will pick up the junction between the two. So this gives you a nice finish there. Push that down into the corner there, and of course this will come from across there as well. And then you can use your skew chisel to take this out. If it doesn't come neatly, or if this junction isn't quite right, you can go back to your original chisel that you cut the cylinder with and push that corner down there like that. That'll release that chip. So I want to try and get that nice and clean, popping out. So also while you're at it, you can round this, take this little edge off so that the top actually flattens slightly, the top of this petal. So this is the shape. Scoop here and round and over and down. What I really like about the rosette or the patter at this stage is that it's got a lot of sculptural form. It scoops out and rounded parts. And you can certainly leave it like this, a fairly contemporary sort of rosette. Or you could make it more classical by adding some details, and I'm going to show you how to do that now.